Welcome to Just a Tech Tutorial. My name's Scott Azar, and I'm actually very excited today because I'm going to show you an overview of a really great website that, well, my school just got a pilot to, so I figured perfect because I used to use it for a free trial and then I couldn't anymore. And that website is Diffit. So there are a lot of websites that integrate artificial intelligence, but Diffit does it very differently. And yeah, I know that was kind of like cringy. So let's check out Diffit and all the awesome things it can do. So if we go to Diffit's website, which is right here, you are given a whole bunch of options to choose literally everything. And that's what we're going to focus on today. You can do some books. So with the books, you can search for a title or a chapter, and you can also use articles and YouTube links where you can preserve original text. There's a lot of great things that you can click through here. You can upload your own PDFs, so you can use your own notes with this. So let's see where the magic happens in here. So I'm just going to start with the literally anything button. And I have a project on severe weather that I want to do. And what's really also great is you can look up your standards. And so if I type in weather and I scroll down, I can find the best standard that fits what I'm learning. So I know it's right here somewhere. Cool, right there. And now that will take those standards into the account. It'll also show you when it generates the resources. If I show you my resources, because I've already made something, you'll see that it comes with the standard already attached. So now you can also see that it brings in that standard here as well. You can change the reading level and you just generate, and pretty quickly, it'll generate a whole bunch of really great stuff for you. And I'll come back to that one here. And so now here's your original prompt. You'll see that it's given me some pictures, and you can also choose your own, but these are some great options for you as well. And to be honest, this didn't do as good of a job, but you can also just research right here. Just to show you the comparison of the last one. I mean, these were much more on point for a severe weather project or graphic organizer. And now it's going to provide you with a passage, a summary, vocabulary words, multiple choice, short answer, and open-ended. All of these, which you can customize however you like. And so the way you do that is basically above each one, you'll see that, for example, for the reading, you can adjust the text, you can adjust the length, you can add or remove content, change the writing style of the tenses, or if it's just other, you can just tell it what you want. And so let's just say, for example, I want to remove the length here from being medium. I want to make it long, and I want it to regenerate the vocabulary, questions, and summary because I didn't really like them. Just click the button and it will regenerate that information for you, and you can decide whether you like it or not. And let's just say we accept it because we like it better. Boom. Now, the other thing you can do, which I love that Diffit will take into account, is let's just say you want to show the sources. And so you check these sources out here and you love the sources or you hate the sources. You can keep them, or like what I did to just show you my last project, I found, you'll see user added sources. And so I added a site from weather.gov and this website called Duxter, and then I regenerated it with that. And I still didn't 100% love it. So I actually, on those websites, found stuff that I liked. And so what you can also do, because I don't want to change my original, is if I go to edit, you'll see that now this gets highlighted. So you can add your own information and delete what you're not loving. Right? So let's say I don't love the introduction here. I can get rid of that just by clicking that. And again, you can get rid of anything you want. So that is what is great. You can also just copy the reading passages. Same thing here. If you want to edit the summaries, you can add your own vocab words. You can edit the vocab words if you want, move them around, so on and so on. Most of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory. Okay. And then what's nice is you'll see that this has standards that are tracked to questions that are tracked to the standards, and which is, I love that. But here's where the magic is of Diffit. So in Diffit, you can make custom activities based on the output it gives you. So again, listen, AI is not going to do all your work for you, but it's a really good starting point. Trying to write something like this, you could definitely find an article and you could put that article in there, because remember, there is another option to do that. But for this, what I want to show you is, I think this is the one that I was using before. Because of course I need to make sure I'm saving the names of these things. Okay, so you can choose, I'll just start here. You can go get student activities, and there's the one I was looking for. So you can add some favorites to your docs. You can make your own custom ones, and then they have a bunch of different ones here. And so the one that I was looking at before was in the critical thinking, because I'm doing a severe weather graphic organizer. What I want students to do is basically be able to say, okay, here's the problem. There's a hurricane coming. Okay, cool. Then what's the solution? So basically, what do you do if that is happening, or you can change it to the future? And so you'll see when I do that, it gives you a template, and it's going to put those words in there, the reading passage in there, problems and solutions, and then your questions. That might be a lot. So maybe you want to do something a little bit less. You just customize the activity. When you customize the activity, you can change the item in there. And so there's a lot of stuff you can do here. Let's just say, and also to add, there's a lot of stuff once this exports that you can change after the fact. So don't necessarily get yourself concerned that you have to do it here. And if you want to edit this content and you don't like these pictures, it's okay. So let's just go back to returning to that activity. As long as you like the activity, things can get changed by you on the back end of this. And so, okay, cool. Maybe I don't want this vocabulary. Maybe I just want the students to read, or maybe I want to move it after the reading, right? It'll go there. If I want to get rid of the vocabulary, just hit the trash can and you're good to go. The one that I really want to focus on though, and I'm going to move, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to get rid of this See, Think, Wonder. I'll leave it there because maybe I could use that for a good prompt, right? And so now how do I customize this stuff? You are going to see how to do that. And let's say I don't love these questions. Maybe I want to use state test questions instead. And so, those are out. This is really what I wanted. I want the See, Think, Wonder, or reading. I don't love this. What do you notice? What do you wonder? I'm going to change it and you'll see how. And I don't really love the fact that these are not pre-populated. And so you can export and save the activity. And once it's done doing that, cool, probably because I did a lot of back and forth with that. Let's try that again. Okay, going to get rid of that. Multiple choice, short answer. You're going to get seasick watching this happen. Definitely fix that. And that's what I want. Okay, export. Let's try that again. Okay, so you can open in Google Slides, download, open up as a PowerPoint. I'm going to go to Google Slides. And so when this gets exported with Google Slides, this is where a lot of the magic happens here. So I'm going to move myself to this side. And I'm going to make myself a little smaller because you don't want to see me. You want to see the magic happen. So there's the magic. It gives you a little bit of a background on how to do this. Now, if you want to customize this more, definitely check out Azar Sciences, which is my YouTube channel, where I have just the tech tip, which are much shorter versions than this longer tutorial here. But there's a lot you could do to customize templates in Google Slides directly. I'm going to show you a little bit, but if you want to see more, definitely go check those out. So, for example, didn't love this picture, right? So, you could just come here, replace the image, just type in something like hurricane. And so, like I said before, you could just replace a lot of this stuff after the fact. And so now you could do that. This makes more sense. But I don't love this, right? So I want to change this. What do you notice? I really want to change it, but it's not working. Notice that I can. Oops. Actually, let me do this appropriately.
I don't know what happened, but I lost my entire reading, and so I can't do the assignment.
Yeah. So let's fix both of those problems. I'm just going to copy this. What you want to do for this is go to View and theme builder. And basically what this has done is it made the background here of your slide. So that's why now you'll notice if you want a summary, what do you wonder? Let's say, what do you mean? What do I wonder? All right. And maybe you really just want them to do the questions about reading. And let me just go back to this first. You'll notice now that in the reading for both pages, that has now been changed. But this was the problem here, right? You want the students to be able to not edit that. So there's a little bit of a different thing you have to do here. So when you go to this, you'll notice that this is going to be unclickable and you can't really do anything with it. So first step is you're going to duplicate that layout, which you can see it's moving for both of these slides right here. So, whoops, I did not mean to click out of that. What you'll do for this first one is maybe you want to call it page 1. And then this one is going to be page 2. And you're going to take this box and you're going to delete it. And you're going to take your own text box and you're just going to put another one there. You're going to come to the little bucket up here. Whoops, not make it black, make it white. And then you're going to paste the reading in there. Now, what you'll notice if I go back is here's the first one. And if I delete this box, there it is. And now students cannot touch that. This one, they still can. So what you would do is just the same thing. So you'll notice now if I delete this, that's there, right? So you want to just apply page 2 and you'll notice that that's there again. So we're just going to go to View Theme Builder again and just do the same thing. Now, there's a better workflow than what I'm doing, right? This is the tutorial here. So you'll find a better way to do this than what I'm showing you, and I'll make another video about that. But now you'll see that basically I just recreated the same thing, but now kids can only type in these 2 different boxes here. And that would be the same thing for this. So you can set the problem for them. So if I want the problems to be that there's a hurricane coming in the future, or right, you'll notice I can't do that. So, but if I delete this and add my own text box, make this bigger, right? Use the bucket. That, you know, you can get crazy. You can put it wherever you like. And then maybe this summary here, you can add it, you can change it, right? From here, you'll be able to change the word summary. So maybe you want to give better directions or whatever you want to put there, just put a thingy there, right? That's just the whole point of this is just to figure out how to use this. So again, thingy is untouchable, but students can change that as well. If you want that to be bigger, you go back to the theme builder and you can change how big the font would be. But again, now they can't touch this and now they can tell you the solution is run. Okay. So that's hopefully a really good overview of what Diffit can do. So the magic for this is the fact that it could take your resources, you can customize what you want, and then choose from a whole bunch of different layouts. I will actually just take, I know we're 15 minutes in here, but I do want to show you, they have a tremendous amount of resources. So if I go to edit sections, they have graphic organizers, they have things for reading, short answer questions, vocabulary. I mean, it's really incredible the amount of different options that they have here. This hexagonal thinking, I really want to learn how to use better. And so just explore and just create. And honestly, this platform really is a one of a kind. I have to say there's so many things out there, but this really has its own little niche kind of carved out. And so it's a phenomenal tool. I love it. I hope you loved it. Go to Azar Sciences on YouTube, where I'll put plenty of other materials to help you get better with Diffit and plenty of other platforms. If you loved it, drop a follow. And then in the comments, how do you use Diffit and what other platforms do you use that you love, or what other videos would you like to make? Thank you for coming, and I'll see you on the next video.